it's finally over. I can get my life back. I mean, it's been a year of hell. I've lost out on a lot. I lost a lot of money, lost a lot of time, lost a lot of respect. I was called all sorts of names. But I'm happy that, my family, my legal team, everybody carried me throughout. So I'm happy.
So I'd like to address things that were said about me by Mulema Marahanye, Jub Jub on Mac G's show, as well as Mac G. Okay. So there's three things that I mainly want to address. The first was saying that he smashed me. First of all, Mulema, you raped me. I was raped for 2 years solidly.
Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Please make sure that you are subscribed. There is a subscribe button, langezanti. So listen, you guys, Jub Jub is as free as a duck. I don't know why I'm saying that, guys, okay? He's as free as a bird, okay? But a duck is a bird. Is a duck a bird? For some reason, I feel like a duck is more free than a bird, okay? Either way, you guys, Jub Jub free. We've lived in South Africa long enough, to understand Utivele. This is how these cases go. First, it's a whole thing on social media. Then a case is opened. Then a person is arrested or there's a warrant of arrest, but they never really get arrested. We don't see them getting arrested, but we hear about them getting bail. They get bail. And then after that, you guys, there will be like a thing of the adding charges, and then the adding charges, and then the adding charges, and then the adding charges. Then, it's a bail application, they get the bail. Then, you guys, what happens is that then they keep on postponing. When they postpone, I know people are going to come and say, us who know about the law, this is this is the reason for postponements, okay? And I will take your reasons. But then, me, not being the person of the law, this is how I feel like they do it, okay? They postpone so that, it gets to a point where it's just like, and then we just pay attention to other things, because in South Africa it's like a movie and there's always like new releases, okay? So until that movie becomes an old movie, we're watching new movies, okay? Because right now we have other things that are going on. So when we get to a point where we are not really paying that much attention to that case, that's when they are like, "Hi, you know what? We cannot prosecute because there isn't enough evidence." Nada. That's what happened. So of course we should have expected that Jub Jub was going to get off, you guys. Apparently there's a video of him in the car playing his own gospel song. Okay. He got born again and everything, after the charges were dropped. It's unfortunate, you guys, that it didn't go to court so that you could actually see, what the accusers are saying and, listen to their stories and also hear him out, okay? I guess they felt like there isn't enough evidence to even get to that point. And yes, you guys, I was looking on social media to see what's bonake, abasoli, because Jub Jub umsolwa, abasoli bona bathini, I haven't seen anything. Jub Jub off the hook after the state withdrew the charges against him. And these were serious charges, you guys, okay? This was not like shoplifting or anything like that. It was 3R, something that is very, very serious that he was charged with. And all 3Rs, I guess they just didn't find enough evidence, okay? Criminal charges against the media personality Uyajola 99 presenter Jub Jub have been withdrawn. This is from Zimoja. There's an article on Zimoja if you want to read it. The director of public prosecutions confirmed in the letter to Jub Jub's legal representatives that there was no case that Jub Jub had to answer for. Okay, Jub Jub faced, because I mean it has passed. It's the thing of the past now. Jub Jub faced 13 charges. Okay, and out of 13, they couldn't find any evidence to even for him to just face one of those charges. Okay, these included multiple counts of R, attempted M, AS, AS, when they say AS, to cause a GB harm, GBH, among others. In July 2023, Jub handed himself to the South African Police Service after a warrant of arrest was issued for his arrest on the 3 counts of R, 2 attempted M and 1 of AS. He was later released on bail of 10,000 rands. I guess he'll be getting his 10,000 rands back. Okay. On the R charges he faced, they date back to 2006. That's another thing, you guys, is that sometimes it takes so long for people to actually report these cases that it becomes almost impossible to get the evidence. Okay, at the time, the National Prosecuting Authority Gauteng Regional Spokesperson Pindim Jonondwane explained in a statement that one of the complainants laid an R charge with ACPS in February 2022 against Jub Jub. She alleged that the incident of R happened between 2006 and 2009 while she was in a relationship with him. After seeing her speak out about the ordeal on social media, more women decided that it was time to come forward and tell their stories about the humiliation and abuse they suffered at the hands of the accused. After the complainant consulted with the senior public prosecutor in the Johannesburg, three more women were willing to give statements about their own experiences while they were in a relationship with the accused. Jonondwane said at the time. Jub Jub spokesperson Tadukolo Jindela said the recent decision by the DPP to acquit him has solidified their position that the rapper and TV presenter has been innocent all along. Through the spokesperson, Jub Jub said, "I would like to express my deep gratitude to my legal team for their unwavering commitment to justice and truth." Okay, this verdict brings a sense of relief and vindication, vindication not only to me but also to those who supported me. The outpouring of support has been truly touching and I'm grateful for all of it. Jonondwane confirmed that charges against the TV presenter have been withdrawn. The decision follows a careful consideration of the police case docket, the report from the prosecutor and the representations lodged with the Director of Public Prosecution's office that office concluded that there are no reasonable prospects of a successful prosecution. And I think this is a thing that we have to get right, because when something like this happens, the assumption is that the person is innocent. But what they're saying is that, listen, there are no reasonable prospects of a successful prosecution, because if they are going to take the case to court, they have to be convinced that they will be able, with the evidence that they have, they will be able to win the case. It doesn't really mean that the person didn't do or didn't commit the crime, but it also doesn't mean that the person committed the crime. It just means that with what they have, with the evidence they have, they don't believe that this is something they could win in court. So in a way, they are saving our resources, because they're like, instead of, using the public resources to go to court and all of that, and we don't win the case when we already knew that there wasn't any chance, or there was a small chance that we could win. There was no reasonable chances of us winning the case. Why would we go to court? So they're helping us, they're saving our resources that way, you guys. Listen, I do wonder how the ladies are feeling about that, especially because, the accusations were very, very serious. Okay, so what happens now? I guess Jub Jub moves on with his life until, one day he says something again that triggers another one of his alleged, exes who might be alleged victim, and then they get triggered and they come out again. So personally, you guys, okay, and some people might not like this. Personally, I do feel like there are big possibilities that, of course, these are the things that happened in the relationships that Jub Jub was in, okay, especially because the accuser is not just one person. So I feel like there are possibilities that it did happen. I feel like it worked against them that they took so long to report on the cases, and also that they waited to be triggered by that interview for them. But at the same time, you guys, with the victim of an R, you can't really sit and say, well, why did you wait to report? Because I've never gone through that, so I don't know how it feels. I don't know how you feel to even make a decision not to report, and then after years, then you make a decision to report. I don't know. But I am saying that for me, this whole thing doesn't mean that he didn't do it, but it also doesn't mean that he did it. But me personally, I feel like there are big possibilities that it did happen. But again, he is free as a duck. Okay, thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers in a tanda. Kako.